Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Ariel. I am currently 28 weeks pregnant and I have a 14-month-old daughter named Evelyn. For this video, I wanted to share what we did to help Evelyn to sit up independently. Babies can start this from anywhere between 4 and 7 months old. Evelyn did it around 6 months old. Sitting unassisted can lead to more independent playtime for your baby, as this position gives them a whole different perspective of their surroundings, which will lead to them being content for longer periods of time. Here are some things that we did to help Evelyn build her abdominal muscles to help her to be able to sit on her own. First off, tummy time does play a huge part in giving your baby head and neck strength and coordination needed in order to have the capability of sitting up on their own. For more tips and our experience with tummy time with Evelyn, I'll link that video in the description below. Once Evelyn was able to hold up her head on her own, we started propping her up more in her plush chair, and by using a bobby pillow, other pillows, or even in her travel bassinet, where I also connected a toy arch for her to reach out to. Thank you. We also used a bumbo seat in her pack and play and used the same toy arch that she could play with and reach out to at eye level. We found that when we hung Evelyn's toys at her eye level, it would help her balance versus if they were just on the floor, then she'd be looking down, then her balance would be thrown off and she would topple over. We also had Evelyn in a bouncer a lot starting at 5 months. She's 14 months old now and she still loves it. I know a lot of people and websites may say to not have your baby in supported structures such as bouncers, bumbos, or other types of chairs, as they don't really work out your baby's abdominal muscles that well. While I do absolutely agree with that, I also know that we as parents are human, so we can't spend every single second of our days with our eyes glued to our babies. So we have to make the best of these stations and configure them in a way that they're safe and also beneficial for the baby's posture. That's why using the toy arches when Evelyn was in the seats helped, because it caused her to reach forward and play with them versus just sitting back and not using her muscles at all. I think that her bouncer not only helped her gain abdominal muscles and balance while she was jumping, but she also gained a lot of leg muscle as well. In any case, at the bare minimum, these structures may not be as beneficial as my next few examples to try, but they'll definitely get your baby used to the sitting position and pique their curiosity, making them want to sit more on their own. When we were able to give Evelyn our full undivided attention, we helped her build her muscles in a more hands-on manner. We often had her sitting up in our laps or between our legs. In case she fell backwards or forwards, we'd be able to catch her more quickly. We also had her sitting facing us in our laps with our knees bent, and she became interested in her feet or things like logos or patterns on our shirts or my necklace. This is also a great opportunity to talk to them and make facial expressions and really bond together. Another thing that we did with Evelyn was the pull to sit position several times a day, whether it be if she was laying in our laps or pulling her up from a diaper change. Just make sure to pull your baby's hands slowly so they can brace themselves and support their head on their own. You don't want their head to fall backwards and have it dangle behind them. When Evelyn was laying down, we also bicycled her legs to help build muscle. We also like to put rattle socks or other colorful socks on her feet to entice her to reach out to her feet. When Evelyn was at the stage where she was starting to be able to sit on her own, we started her out on the floor so she had a hard, stable surface, but we also had pillows all around her in case she did fall. We started her in the tripod position with her hands on the floor for support. Her knees were bent and her feet were almost touching. If she seemed like she was leaning towards one side, we would often help brace her with one finger while letting her wobble and try to correct it herself before returning her to a steady position. As Evelyn got used to the floor, we tried sitting her up on softer surfaces like beds and couches for more of a challenge to build those abdominal muscles. One thing that we definitely didn't think of at the time, but I'm sure played a huge role in building her abdominal muscles, was how much we tickled her. Evelyn loves being tickled. She laughs so hard, and laughing makes your stomach muscles expand and contract like you're working out, so I definitely think that that helped. So those are all the things that we did to help Evelyn sit independently. I hope that some of these things worked for your baby as well. Thanks everyone for watching. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel and follow me on Instagram and look out for my next video. Where are you going? No, we're not going in the toy box right now. Let me see. I'm sorry. Come in.
Oh my god. Oh.
Where's Evelyn? Yeah? Where are you going? What are you doing? Yeah? It's alright. Yeah. I think that her bouncer not only... I can't even talk when you smile like that. One thing that... Don't